Is anyone else on?
I'm here.
Hi, Goldie.
How are you feeling?
Um, Better. I've had some strange symptoms, but overall, I think I'm okay.
Did you make it to LA all right?
Yeah, that's where I am now. I found a place to
Good.
kind of hang out for a while. I think I'm okay.
Good, good. I'm really glad you came back to the Institute before you left, though.
Me too, and I also found other people who are looking for you on some of the other chats.
Oh,
Yeah, they want more. They need your help. They want more answers, and there are some other Seniorum vampires running around that are. Well, we like you better.
well, that's good.
Yeah, they can be a little creepy.
Well, everyone's a little different, but, we try our best.
Oh, hi, Adriana.
Hey.
Adriana, how are you doing?
Well, I'm still stuck in this room.
Your sister hasn't come to let you out?
No. I don't know where she is. I can't get in touch with her.
You're still there?
I'm still here.
Oh, dear. I'm so sorry.
And I'm really, really, really hungry.
Oh, no.
We will definitely... All right, well, we're going to have to do something about that.
I've been hunting, but I guess you can't do that being trapped in a room and all, so...
No. I did have one idea to maybe help me get out of here.
Yeah?
But, yeah, so, you know that... Oh, hey. So, you know that book I have about the Jersey Devil?
Yeah.
So, apparently I can summon the devil, the Jersey Devil, and maybe he can help me get out of here.
I'm not sure that more devils is a good idea, but I don't know much about this Jersey Devil person, so...
I mean, Adriana needs to get out of there.
Yeah,
very definitely, yes, I agreed.
I don't know how much longer I can stand it.
I mean, look, nobody wants you to smell it in there.
No.
I'm very concerned about this. Zin, how are you and Gavin doing?
Not amazing. We decided not to go to the institute, and because I thought I could protect us, and I cast this spell to protect us, and it's not going great.
Oh dear, what happened?
Well, we've been attacked a couple more times by a lot of different things.
I don't think that's your fault.
If he touches me, he gets, I don't know, weird, angry and strange, and I think it's something about the spell that I did, and I really fucked this up. Do you have any ideas?
I think you need to come in so that we can have somebody professional take a look and hopefully get some professional witches and see what's going on. I'm a little concerned about this. I mean, magic is fine and all, but it's not really for the amateur.
Yeah,
I asked witches for help.
And did they cast the spell, or did you cast the spell?
I cast the spell.
Did they tell you to cast the spell, or did they recommend not casting the spell yourself?
I mean, they said they believe in free choice.
I see. Well, I think perhaps it's time to call in a professional. Obviously, yes, it is, of course, up to you, but I strongly urge you to maybe come in and get some help.
I mean, look, I'll talk to him, but, he got a job teaching night school, and things are sort of...
Oh, well, that's lovely.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to go anywhere.
Well, I'm ready to go to a rave soon.
I'll sit there.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I hope you have a very good time.
Thanks. You guys like my new hair color?
It's very nice.
I like it, yeah.
Thanks.
Speaking of raves, has anyone heard from Kismet?
No, but Kismet's rave is the one I want to go to.
Ah, I see. Well, do let me know how she's doing.
Oh, Kismet is fine.
Oh, look,
no.
the cat dragon.
Look who's here.
You talk
Margot's
about
not-
my employees. I have to come speak for them.
I miss Margot.
Marco is fine. She doesn't certainly miss a lot of y'all, especially head bitch in charge over here.
Oh, so you admit I'm in charge? Thank you.
Oh, you're not in charge. You just pretend you are. I mean, like everyone pretends they're in charge.
Thank you for all the lovely housewarming gifts you sent this week. I did appreciate them so much.
Oh, I'm glad. You did certainly send as many back, and they're quite fun to have as room decorations. I did particularly like that one guy you sent, the one in the plaid shirt. He cried a lot.
I'm sure.
So I think, listen, this is just a guess, but I'm thinking if we're gonna do, if Adriana's gonna do the spell, maybe she should do the spell before things get too tense in here.
Well, that's up to you.
I mean, that way we would all be there to support you if it goes totally crazy.
That's
I
very
mean,
true.
seeing how every other spell that has been attempted has backfired in some way on you guys, I would, recommend that you don't, but hey,
Well, most of the spells,
your choice.
Look, the spells that were done a few weeks ago were from me, and I'm maybe not the most spell-worthy person here. I don't have Zin's abilities.
Well, unfortunately, this is probably the only thing that Liberty and I actually agree on, but again, as I said, this is entirely up to you, and you're a better judge of what you can and can't do than I am, of course.
None of you sent the giant scorpions yesterday, right?
No.
Nope, I've been hiding out in LA. I feel good.
Okay. Because there were really big scorpions at my house yesterday.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, Liberty, would you?
Guess not.
Cat's got her tongue.
Well,
Alright, so
For it.
I'm gonna do this.
Alright, let's
Wow.
do it. Let's hear it.
Alright,
By the way, I'm always learning. If I find a new answer to a question you asked, would you like me to notify
that
you?
was not me. That was.
Okay.
Alright, anyway.
Okay, I won't do that.
Sure. So, here is the spell. I hope it turns out okay. By the bindings of the cape, by the salt spray, in the name of the one who came before, I call upon the might of my blood to sunder your chains.
Yeah, that doesn't sound creepy at all.
No, but that's it. So, I don't see anything.
Chains? Oh, the chains have been broken, alright.
Oh, shoot.
Wait.
You wanted something, Adriana? You wanted something from me?
Oh, are you the Jersey
The
Devil?
one and only.
Okay, hi.
Hi. Yes,
so
what do you
I-
need?
I need to get out of here. I'm stuck in this room for like a week, and I'm so hungry.
Oh, but
I figured it out.
I work for someone else now, so I can't do anything unless I make a deal with you. Are you ready to make a deal for that?
Sure.
Alright. You sacrifice to me your sister, and I will let you out of your room.
My sister.
Yeah.
Do you know where she is?
I don't, but I can find her, and I know that she's important to certain things in the world of vampires. So, look, you give her up. Promise there will be no retaliation, vampires to devil, and I'll come and let you out right now.
So, when you say that you want my sister,
Mm-hmm.
what does that mean?
Well, I won't kill her. I'll tell you that.
What are you gonna do?
Well, there's a ritual we need her for.
That she'll be safe.
She'll survive.
Like, mentally safe.
She'll survive.
Okay,
That's a no, then.
Yeah, that sounds like a no.
Look, she'll survive. You'll get out of your room. Everything will be fine.
Oh, that's really... Of any person, my sister is the one I love the most. So, can I see her first?
Yes. I'll let you out of the room. You can see her, and then, yes. Then I will need her for about a week or two for this ritual.
And then after the ritual, is she free again?
After the ritual, she will be free again. She will retain her vampiric abilities, and yeah.
Okay. Okay. We can do that.
Alright, well, that's a deal then. So, oh, this body. I wish I would have had that one, Zin. This one's not very magically capable here, but you work with what you have, you know? Okay, by luck and by pick, no longer shall your imprisonment speak. Be free, Adriana, and you'll find that the lock to your room is now open.
Oh. I heard it open.
You're
Okay.
You're free to go whenever you
I'm
wish.
free.
And I will gladly take possession of your sister for a week. And like I said, she will return relatively unscathed. You'll get to see her before I take her, though.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well,
Oh, so you did summon the Jersey Devil.
I did. Yes.
Hi, boss. Don't worry, I made a deal with Adriana. Everything's all set.
What kind of deal?
Well, I get her sister for a week for a ritual, and she gets to see her sister, and her door has been unlocked.
Well, I can agree with a couple of those terms of that deal, but I don't think I'll be allowing you to use her sister for that ritual.
But you don't know what kind of ritual I want to do. It's going to be really fun.
Well, knowing you and how sad and pathetic you were to sell your soul over for a modicum of power and the love of a woman who was married to another man, whatever ritual you feel like you want to do, I will have to step in and say no.
Well, first of all, I want a better body. This one used to be broken before it was a vampire. All the joints are, well, they're working, but they used to be not, and it's obvious. Secondly, this body doesn't do spells. I want that one's body. I want Zin's body instead.
I'm not agreeing to this.
Well, that's not how it works.
You are really cute. It's always fun to watch you try and have some kind of power. But no.
But
No, you don't get Zin's body.
She just wants to go and
It's
dance.
not that my body works that great either. I mean, it does now, but it didn't used to.
Yeah, but you can do spells in a way that this one fails at constantly. Do you know how many spells Elizabeth has tried to do after already messing up so many of them? It's
Not
terrible.
like mine worked out the way I thought it would.
Well, it must have done better than hers because people ended up dead because of what she tried to do. Dead and not even consumed. Dead in the middle of the woods while she's sitting somewhere in LA, not even able to drink them. It's completely ridiculous. Why would you mark somebody in New Jersey and then kill them from California? It is absolutely ridiculous. She's dumb. Like, she's terrible. All she wants to do is go dance and party, which is probably what you should let her do.
Well, look, I'm not donating my body to the Jersey Devil.
Well, I suppose before Liberty decides to punish me again, that you should all know that things were done in New Jersey. Things were set off, shall I say, before Elizabeth and some others left. So have fun finding little surprises there, finding people tied to trees, finding all sorts of magical things happening in the Pine Barrens where nobody even goes usually. Good luck with that, because there's a lot there. There are lots of traps, fights, bodies, all sorts of things. Oh, also, creatures exhumed from the grave. And by that I mean all those bodies that the Mafia buried. Yeah, they're suddenly, they're set to come back to life. Thanks to all the things that Elizabeth and others have done. So have fun dealing with those, because let me tell you, if the real world doesn't know a lot about you now, they're going to once they see those walking around. Oh, there's a concerned person in the chat, Adriana, saying they hope your sister is okay. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, the sister will be. She'll be just fine.
Yeah, I should go and make sure that she's okay.
Well,
You might want to at this point, yes.
Best of luck. I'll collect her later, and it will be lovely to meet you. And thank you, Adriana, so much for making a deal with the Jersey Devil. The one and only.
Well, I will try and stay in touch.
Wonderful. And, of course, since it doesn't seem like kind of Zin's body, I'm sure I could find something else.
What can you offer me?
What?
What can you offer me?
Oh, come on.
This is wonderful. See, I knew I wanted your soul for a reason. You're good at this.
What can
Come
I
on.
offer you? Well, oh gosh. I couldn't take that scowl off of Gavin's face. But I could maybe keep him safer than you can. Is that something you're interested in, Zin?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Say that again?
I could take this. I said I can't take the scowl off of Gavin's face, but I could keep him safe better than you've managed to do. Is that something you're interested in, Zin?
I'm safe enough.
I mean, how long would you want my body for?
Oh, just a week.
Zen, I really don't recommend this course of
I
action.
need it specifically for a ritual.
I will let Zin do whatever she feels she wants to do. I will not step in and say yay or nay either way.
Of course you won't.
I won't be the one getting the soul. I just get like a little upline commission from it. Some more kudos from the devil. You know, that kind of thing.
Okay, I'm not offering.
You don't want to get your own hands dirty, so you send someone else to do it for you.
I didn't send him. Adriana sent him.
I've been summoned.
Yeah.
You could have talked Adriana out of that ritual, but you didn't. You didn't listen. I told you not to do it, but here we are.
Actually, I believe we did agree on that point.
It is the one thing we agreed upon, was that this was not the best course of action here.
Well,
Agreed.
Zin, are you interested in that offer?
I'll give you 3 days, and
No,
you
no. Come on.
you had to do that.
Wonderful.
Oh, it's 3 days. What are the other terms?
You have to keep him safe,
Ugh.
and you have to teach me how to do magic properly.
5 days. And everything else you said.
If I give you 5 days, then you have to make sure that nobody I know sees me doing anything insane.
I can agree to that, because I do need at least 5 days to not only do my ritual, but also teach you magic properly.
Oh, and the body comes back unharmed.
The body comes back unharmed. That's fair. I'll agree to that.
All right.
Well,
This is a terrible idea.
All right, Gavin, what can you do instead?
Agreed.
the deal has been
We're
agreed.
not in that much trouble.
Agreed. Agreed. It is done.
Fine.
Oh, this is wonderful. Didn't realize this was what I was going to come back to, but I am glad I showed up when I did.
What did I did Kismet give me something? Because I'm feeling high right now.
No, that's the deal thing. That always happens.
What am I on, man?
Or it could be something Kismet gave you. She
Maybe.
is fond of things that are not entirely legal. I mean, I don't care
True.
much.
I'm feeling great.
Well, I hope I feel that good after it happens to me.
Okay. So I'm gonna go find my sister.
All right.
And
Be free, Adriana. I feel that you're feeling free. Why do I feel that you're feeling free? What am I on? This shit's good.
You will have to speak to Kismet about that.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. So I will stay in touch. I'll send messages and I'll be around.
All right. Bye, Adriana. It was great talking to you. Wow.
You too.
I'm feeling awesome. Like whatever I just took is great. It's great.
This is very encouraging.
This is great.
Yes.
I don't find it encouraging at all, but
Goodbye.
Bye, Adriana. It was lovely meeting you.
You as well.
best of luck, Adriana.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, look, Goldie, it's not like you're offering me that kind of help.
Actually, I have been. I have urged you to come in, and I offered to help you deal with this problem, and you chose to ignore me. I have been offering help. You haven't actually taken me up on it.
You also bit my boyfriend without asking me.
Ouch.
So I don't have a whole lot of faith that your institute is going to help us.
Well,
She
I
does
can
have
see
you there.
you've done a bang-up job since then.
I mean, I learned to do magic, and I'm going to get better at it, which is pretty great, right?
You would have done that anyway.
Maybe.
But when you take shortcuts, that's when bad things happen.
There were giant scorpions outside my house last night.
Yes, and they were sent by demons who you've just made a deal with.
So,
Wait,
look,
there's another demon besides Liberty?
Do you think I'm just by myself,
What
running
am
just
I-
an entire world? No! There's tons of demons.
Yes, and you're connected with them.
Well, yes, we all work in the same company.
is Margot okay?
Marco's fine. She's just having a time in here. I mean, apparently we're supposed to be going on a date with her boyfriend after this, but, like, that's in a while, so
Hey,
I got some time to deal with you.
I miss Margot. By the way, there's a message coming through. This is not a big, creepy, bad message. Apparently, Adriana is on the road now to find her sister.
Good for Adriana. She can finally ask her sister what the fuck that was all about.
Why is everybody, like, talking about another demon? What did I miss? I took something.
Oh, you missed a lot, sweetheart. You missed just so much.
I'm confused.
Adriana's
That's hardly
ritual to
surprising.
summon the Jersey Devil worked.
Okay.
You were his vessel for a while. It was very nice to talk to him.
What?
Yeah?
He didn't do anything to me, though. I feel great. I actually feel great. I feel like, hi.
Oh, he doesn't have that much power.
Deal with him.
He's got a small amount of power. He's not really a devil, not really a demon, more like an unbound creature from hell that gets to poke around on Earth when he wants.
Okay, so I'm okay? He's not gonna repossess me?
You're fine. You didn't make a deal with him.
I did.
What did you
It's
do,
okay.
Zin?
It's fine. He's gonna possess me for a few days, and I'm going to learn decent magic. And he says he'll return the body unharmed, and apparently I'll feel great after. So, I mean, what's not to love, right?
This seems
Oh,
unwise.
you know nothing about demons.
Look,
Poor child. I'm very, very disappointed.
all I ever wanted was to be free, you know, free
Oh,
of
stop talking as if you're so high and mighty.
and all this crap, and so I'm willing to. So I already made a deal with one devil. Why not another one?
I want Margot back.
Margot will be back later. She's still enjoying herself. And she's let me talk to all of you. Seeing as the ritual with the Jersey Devil is technically under my jurisdiction, he is my employee.
Technicalities.
So is hell really just like a giant corporation?
Sort of. It's like a weird mix of a rave and a corporation. Like, you work, and then you party, and then you work, and then you take somebody's soul, and then you work, and then you party again. It's very weird.
The party stuff sounds good, but now I feel like the United States makes so much more sense.
I mean, we did have a hand in founding it.
Everything makes sense now.
I'm just very, very disappointed.
Well, weren't you two mad at each other? I thought there was gonna be like some big epic fight, or that one of you was gonna die.
Oh, she's been trying all week. I can't tell you how many things I've fought off and she's sent, and it's been a great nuisance, and my house is a mess now.
Well,
But I'm still here, sweetheart.
Oh, I know you're still here. I don't care.
I'm sure you don't.
she tried to kill you.
Well, we've tried to kill each other on about 20 different occasions now, isn't it?
22.
Oh, this is our 22nd anniversary of trying to murder each other. I'm so happy. This has been such a great anger towards each other.
I'm only trying to protect what's mine.
Nothing is yours, sweetheart. You're only a vessel for a deal that has been going on for so long that you have seemed to forget it.
Whether it is or not, it's my domain. And I'll thank you to stay out of it.
I like Goldie. I don't want her to go anywhere.
Thank you, dear.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that.
There are other people.
I
who
would
need
like
you.
to be able to protect the rest of you better, but as long as you keep, not listening, it's very difficult to chase after children who won't listen.
Well, I mean, seeing your track record with the people here, I understand why they no longer trust you.
Actually, my track record has been extremely well. Do you think this is the first group that I've hosted? Do you think this is the first time? I didn't just fall off the back of the turnip truck, sweetheart. I've been doing this for quite some time. And it wasn't until you came along that we started to have a problem. Funny how that works.
Oh, those problems have been brewing for a long time, sweetheart. You and your institute are always the same. They prey upon people who will do anything to make the pain stop. Lie to them, tell them that everything's gonna be fine. And then
and you're any different.
I lay out the terms of my deals very clearly. They know what they're getting into when they sign that contract.
I don't think so.
I mean, I feel like I knew what I was getting into when I asked to be like this.
I am very clear.
I think there were some details you missed with me. Like, I believe in true love, so now I'm going after your boyfriend, and you're going to be attacked by giant scorpions next week.
That was not something even I could predict. That's not something that normally happens, and like I said, it didn't happen until she showed up.
And something was howling out there the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That would be the wolves.
I
That
don't
would be the
like.
werewolf.
I don't like the whole werewolf attack thing that happened.
Funny
to me.
how you know about that. Interesting.
Everyone knows about the werewolves. I know about the werewolves. Everyone in the supernatural world knows about the werewolves. They've grown in popularity since those stupid Twilight books came out.
But you knew that they were outside her door.
Because they've been outside of everyone's doors. I have heard from
Not
them
recently.
from many different people.
I'm gonna be
Not
okay even though they
until
scratched me,
recently.
right? Like nothing bad's gonna
I
happen.
find it an interesting coincidence.
Do werewolves hate vampires? Is this something I should know?
Yes.
Apparently.
Sadly, there have been, yes. It is very unfortunate, but they're very stubborn, and so are vampires. So
It's all power struggle. Everyone wants to be in control of everything, so they fight each other for it.
It's not a big deal that I have like werewolf scratches, right? That can't do anything to me, right?
You should be fine.
Okay.
You should be fine. At least from what I know of werewolves. You should be alright.
Alright. That's good.
didn't you have one of the institute doctors check that out when you were here?
Yeah. They said the same thing, that I should be fine, but there's not really a blood test or anything they can do.
But they did draw some blood and take some tissue samples, right?
They did. They
All right.
did, and they made sure that my face was patched up alright.
Good.
Yeah.
Just let me know if something changes or,
Yeah. Yeah. Siri, when is the next full moon?
Here's what I found on the web for Siri. When is the next full moon?
Okay. Oh, it's fine. It's not until August 26th.
We'll find out then if you're a werewolf or not. If this has done anything to you.
Yeah, we'll find out then.
Sin, let me ask you a question. Do you know exactly how the devil is supposed to keep Gavin safe? Did they specify?
I mean, no.
Speaking of which, where is he? I don't see him. Did he?
I don't know. Where'd he go? Gavin, what the hell? He's probably just mad at me again. We've been arguing about this a lot.
I mean, if you turn someone into a boulder, they're technically safe. If you make them non-existent, then they're technically safe.
That's pretty technical.
The devil is in the details.
Well then. Sounds like, if that happens, that sounds like something you'll have to help with.
Oh, I see. So now I'm going to come in and clean up your mess for you.
You got us here.
No, you got you there. You agreed to this.
He didn't.
That's between him and me, not you.
He wouldn't have had to be involved in any of this, and I wouldn't have had to do crazy shit to keep him safe.
Really? Are you certain?
There were giant spiders last week.
And? Had you followed directions, you would have been safe. And you wouldn't have seen scorpions.
I mean, look, I don't necessarily believe I'm safe anywhere.
Well, I guess we won't know now.
I wanted to like you. I still do. I don't want you
I
dead.
like you very much. I'm just very disappointed because you are not listening, dear. This is the reason you're not safe, is you're not listening to me.
Oh, you can drop that nice little mom act. It's really annoying. You're nobody's mother. You're a monster who lies to people to get them to do what you want.
Hot kettle.
I mean, look, I figure we're all monsters, right? I'm a monster.
But
You're
the
a
difference is, I'm honest about my monstrosity.
Oh,
I have admitted
Lord.
everything that I have done.
I don't understand this. I don't understand you, Liberty. I really don't. Other than the fact that you're irritating.
I am a demon. What did you expect? Nice, sweet, bake a cake kind of girl?
No. But I did expect you to leave and not come back.
No. I am quite interested in the fates of everyone here.
Oh, I'm sure you are. Souls to reap and all that.
I mean, both of us are giving people immortality. Mine's just a little better because you get something else with it.
There's always a catch.
Just like with vampirism.
Yes,
You don't tell people that they're going to be locked in a room with only a computer to talk to people with. Senor vampires who seem to only want to answer things in cryptic messages or whatever the hell you're doing.
I mean, she has a point. This whole locking us in a room for weeks and weeks thing is pretty messed up.
Have you been to hell? I mean, she describes it as a party and a rave and business. It sounds lovely. It's not. She's leaving out certain details that are inconvenient to hear.
Just like you.
No, I haven't left out details.
I mean, I certainly think that people here wouldn't want to become vampires if they had known that their loved ones were going to get turned without their consent, or they were going to be locked in a room, or they were going to attack their friends and turn them into vampires, even when their friends didn't want it.
Just like the rest of humanity, sometimes people don't do what they're supposed to. Besides, you're no better. You describe selling your soul to the devil as going to a party, and it's not. There's always a price to be paid. Gavin, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I had to take care of some business. Don't worry about it.
What business was that?
I'll tell you later.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm still irritated at you, but, I guess you get to make your own mistakes, right?
I thought being away from me for a little bit might decrease the irritation.
Irritation.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'm somewhat less irritated than I was before.
Look, I really want to find a way to work this out.
And we will. I know we will.
Even if I am going to get possessed for 5 days at some point?
Yeah, even if.
Are you two okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
The spell I cast is causing some problems. The first one. We can't touch each other at all because we're too protected. And literally there's been a different crazy thing outside our door every night, but that might be by chance.
That's not chance.
What's causing it? Is it Liberty?
Oh, I'm sure it's not Liberty directly.
Okay, then why are there creatures attacking them?
Yeah, seriously. I gotta ask, Goldie, would you do that to get us to come to you?
No.
You think she'll tell you the truth if you ask her that directly?
Actually, yes.
How stupid do you think she is? If she is doing it, which I can't prove yet, she wouldn't tell you.
Actually, dear, I would, and I don't need to. All you'd have to do is ask the other vampires that I have sired. Go and talk to them if you are that interested. If you would like to know whether they're being attacked. I don't need to manipulate people, unlike demons. I don't need to send frightening things to your doorstep.
To be fair, I'm not sure either of you are in control of the werewolves, which points to it being a spell.
Oh no, that is not me. The werewolves
are werewolves, but I'm wondering what's riling them up of late.
Because there have been, so far this week, let's see, Gav, help me remember, we've had the werewolf, we had the giant scorpions, spiders came back.
Oh dear.
Well, what I wonder
Got
is
possessed.
how often are there new vampires? Because, I mean, I've been on a few different chats like this. This isn't the only one. There are other new vampires out there.
Unfortunately, I'm not the only seniorum, so, if it was... These things would be a little more streamlined, if it was just me, but...
Yeah, I'm just wondering, it seems like an awful lot of vampires to be turned at one time, because if people got turned into vampires at that rate, then wouldn't the world already be, more full of vampires than we think it is?
Well, I mean, the population is exploding. I think that, even if everyone was turning everyone, there's still quite a ways to go before anyone was in danger. And besides, I mean, I try and discourage people from just randomly turning people.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to randomly turn my friend.
Well, when you're done in LA, please come back.
I will, but there's a rave.
I understand.
I need to go to Kismet's rave
I understand
first.
your rave. But, do come back.
I guess I can.
So how many people have been turned, lately? Is there an upswing, or?
I don't actually know. I mean, I know that I've been helping probably maybe a dozen or so at the Institute, but...
There have been about 15 or 20 new vampires just on
Oh my, that's quite a few.
Chats. Yeah.
There must be another seniorum who's
There are a couple more I've run into. Also, it could be that if there are more vampires, then it makes the werewolves feel a little insecure.
Possibly. It depends on if someone's riling them up.
Like,
I mean, I don't bother with werewolves.
like a demon, for example. Maybe like a demon might rile them up.
Maybe.
Oh, I have no control over the werewolves. I only have
we
2
all
or
know
3
that
in my
you haven't
employ.
done anything, dear Liberty. I'm sure you're completely innocent as the driven snow.
Like I've said, everything is cyclical. This happens every couple 100 years. You all start to fight for power. This one seems a little interesting, though. This one seems like it's actually going to do something. It's not just going to go back to whatever tentative truce you all seem to have with each other.
I'm not fighting for power. I am doing my own work. I am working
not
with
you.
the Institute.
Oh, not you directly. Just all of the supernatural, preternatural, whatever y'all want to call yourselves. You always fight like this. It's always again and again and again. But this time is different. I think there's going to be something serious this time.
You would know.
For we're not all getting turned in preparation for a war with the werewolves or the demons, right?
Not with the demons, at least not from what I've heard.
Not from what I've heard. I mean, I am as you see me. I am a nurse. I work at the Institute.
Too much urban fantasy. Maybe I've just been reading too much urban fantasy.
Well,
I wish I could go back.
There are some that are good, but
I think it would be fun to be a vampire back, back a couple 100 years ago.
It was a little more dangerous.
How so?
Well, for one thing, you didn't have the internet, so it was very difficult to find other vampires. You really, oh, bless you, whoever sneezed. Especially being a woman in that day and age, anything that was out of the ordinary was considered suspicious. Also, not being able to go about in the daytime, that's when most people were up and about. So it wasn't like we had lights at night or people, running around at night. So
did the vampires maybe ever find their way to some of these clubs that Liberty keeps talking about?
That I'm positive. Well, I'm certain that some have. Perhaps if they live in the city. I really wasn't much of a socialite. I was busy doing nursing things and working on the battlefield. And
I see. That's.
Also, I was married, and really it wasn't very appropriate for a married woman to be running around at clubs.
I mean, I gotta say, I'm kind of excited about the part where, it's going to be 200 years from now, and I'm still going to be alive, and everybody's going to be like, hey, what was 2018 like?
Hopefully it'll be better in the future than it is now.
Seriously?
Now is not great.
Oh, trust me, it's much better now than it was.
Gavin,
I realize that everyone says that it's not, but it's, as someone who's been there, I can tell you things are much, much better now.
Gavin,
another thing we can agree on, that this day and age is certainly better than what once was.
Yes.
Though I fear that we are all headed for a big fiery explosion train accident that none of us can really solve. I think humans today call it a dumpster fire. I'm still learning new slang.
Yeah, dumpster fire, yeah. Gavin, are you okay over there?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm learning a lot.
Gavin's having a good time.
I'm planning to write a book, actually.
Really? Can I be in your book?
Yeah, let's set up a time for me to interview you.
Yes.
What's your book about?
Vampires.
Nobody's going to believe us, right?
Maybe I'll end up just selling it to other vampires. Plus, I am a dusty academic. A lot of times that I want to write something, it's really just an excuse for me to learn about it.
Yeah,
I think it's a lovely idea.
We could do you should do a how-to guide for new vampires, because
actually I think that's a marvelous idea.
No offense, Goldie, but this is just the worst. This is like being locked in a room. I'm just glad I got to go hunting.
Like I said, if perhaps if there are more seniors, perhaps we can do a one-on-one thing as we used to. I would much prefer that, to be very honest with you. I mean, technology is all fine and good, but...
Well, we will see exactly what comes out of my research.
What?
I would
How
be
are
interested.
you? Yeah, like how are you conducting research? What are you doing?
Well, right now I've been, trying to make more contacts, and I've been listening to everything that everyone here has been saying, and taking notes and creating transcripts. I'm still pretty close to the beginning of the process.
I'm just excited to be in your book.
Excellent.
Like really excited.
Why didn't you tell me about this?
I hadn't decided till recently to actually do it.
All right.
Why? You wanna be a co-author?
Maybe so.
That would be really cute. You could co-author a book.
I mean, alternately, I could get a pretty good women's history book out of just interviewing a bunch of these seniorum.
Oh,
That's true.
There's a question in chat. It says, I am curious about what Liberty is referring to. Lots of humans being turned to vampires. Hibernating vampires like me now awake. What is coming? Oh, I know who this is. This is a guy from the 90s. He this vampire, I've talked to him in another chat like this. He was from the 90s, right? So he woke up now, but he's been asleep for a while. And he was like, and we were all like, who do you think the president is? And he was like, President Clinton, and we were like, no, she didn't win. And he was like, President Bill Clinton, and we were like, oh, you missed some things.
That's odd. It's very unusual for a new vampire to be in torpor that long.
Yeah, I know, it was really weird, and we're still trying to figure out what's going on with him, but, like, yeah, apparently, he was asleep for a long time.
Does he know who sired him?
I'm not sure. If you're still there, let us know. I forget his name, too, but he was really nice, and my memory is really foggy because new vampire, but he was actually one of my professors in college. I sort of didn't pay attention a lot in his class.
Really?
So, yeah. Yeah.
And your memory is not a vampire thing, it's a you thing.
Oh. Well, both.
I'm not having foggy memory issues. That's not a vampire thing.
What about at the beginning?
Well, I don't remember suffering any.
I did.
Did you?
I remember more now than I did before.
Well, you did, but like I said, I think that was you, Elizabeth.
Oh.
I mean, I definitely felt weird at the beginning, but my memories were pretty solid.
Weird, yes. Obviously, there's physical changes to be gone through.
Oh, so far so good with the physical changes. I mean, nothing's hurt in 3 weeks. It's insane.
And I mean, in regards to our lovely friend's question here, who apparently has been hibernating for a while, I'm not legally or contractually allowed to say, but, humanity's been in a downward spiral for a while now, and I think we're getting close to where it'll finally hit the floor or hit the ground and, explode into a fiery ball of whatever becomes of all of us.
So we're not impervious to fire, so that concerns me.
No, in fact, we're rather flammable.
Well,
I mean, considering the fact you all can't go outside and go out in the sun seems to suggest that you are, in fact, very flammable.
yeah, I don't like that.
Something I couldn't see very well tried to burn down my house earlier this week. Maybe that's because we're very flammable.
Yeah, that was not a lot of fun.
Well, no, I can imagine.
Yeah, Gab, you're keeping an eye on the door, right?
Yeah, I got my position, don't worry.
Okay.
When was the last time you were attacked?
Last night, the scorpions. Nothing so far today, though.
Keep my fingers crossed, but again, you changed your mind. We haven't had any attacks down at the Institute.
We're pretty sure at this point that Zin's attempt at casting a spell is what's causing a lot of the problems.
It
I mean,
does
I'm
kind of
pretty sure.
seem like every time someone does a spell, something bad happens.
Well, witchcraft is not really something to be meddled with lightly.
But when
Well,
I
the
was human,
Devils seem to think that, it's a thing with how much talent you have and that I have some kind of talent. So that's nice, right?
Well, it does, everything takes practice. Casting, there's a matter of having talent, and then there's a matter of knowing how to do it correctly and safely. Most people, when they learn things, they find a mentor to tutor them. As I said, witchcraft is not something you want to meddle with, especially if you're casting strong protection spells.
when
I
I
mean,
was
I
human,
talked to some actual witches before I did it.
yeah, when I was human, I cast spells all the time, and just nothing like this happened.
Right, but well, obviously, being turned changed your abilities or awakened them.
So now I just don't get casually forgetful. I forget major things, or I don't just not do a
Again, I
spell
think
perfectly.
that is something. That's not a vampiric thing.
Well, my spell crafting works better, except also has consequences that it didn't really before, as far as I can
Well,
tell.
spellcrafting always has consequences.
But now they're immediate and explosive. It's kind of weird.
I mean,
they're probably backfire.
Less immediate and explosive, and more sort of came on gradually. They're just messed up.
I would get a second opinion from some other witches were I you, but
I mean, look, I'll think about it, but
do you believe everyone you meet on the street?
no, but I mean, I've known these folks for 3 weeks now. It's not like
3 weeks? You've only known them for 3 weeks.
to be fair, you dumped me here in this room, and when you did eventually let me out, you didn't give me a whole lot of guidance, so I went looking.
I asked you to come. You didn't listen. I asked you to come to the Institute.
You did last week. The week before, you didn't give me anything, so I went and met the witches.
I feel like this process really needs to be reformed.
Well, I agree, but there is a process, and if you don't, there is a time period where it is dangerous for you to go out.
How long is that?
It depends on the individual.
Couldn't, I don't know, take people to the Institute, have them work there with support?
As I said, I would prefer that.
I mean, look, I know somebody who got bit at the Institute and turned somebody else before he knew it was happening. There's a couple of you.
Well, like I said, I'm not the only senor, but
There's some drama that's been going on at the Institute, from what I can tell.
I really can't. Not interested in the drama.
Well, new vampires are biting each other at the Institute.
That's, again, that's something that's not even under my purview.
Yeah, so forgive me if I don't feel like it's safe to bring me and Gav there.
Well, you're already bitten. It's not like you're going to get bitten.
So we could fight somebody else? I don't know. It's crazy, it sounds like.
Have you bitten anyone?
No.
You
But
should.
Elizabeth did, and I heard somebody else.
That's Elizabeth. She's also having memory problems and casting spells with disastrous consequences.
I mean, look,
semi-disastrous consequences. I'm fine.
I mean, somebody else turned his girlfriend.
Again, every vampire is different.
I didn't turn Gavin, did I? Like, that was definitely you.
No, you didn't. That was me.
With all this memory problem stuff.
That's Elizabeth.
Okay.
You know what would really help me not have memory problems, I think? Margot.
Less drugs.
Well, look, Kismet and I like to, party.
Actually, you went to Burning Man as a mortal, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you take a lot of drugs while you were out there?
Just a few things to, loosen up. And remember, when I was mortal, I was in pain all the time. So
right. No. I'm not saying you weren't, and I'm not trying to invalidate it. I'm pointing out that, these drugs might have unforeseen consequences.
When people offered me things to take the pain away, I took them. Nothing worked. Sometimes I'd go to these festivals and I'd be sick while I was there, and it was like I bought this ticket and I couldn't even do anything, and it was just.
Of course, and that's pain is a very motivating factor. But what I'm saying is, it's possible that there is a connection between your memory issues and the drug interactions that you have.
Maybe Kismet would know more, man. I did what I had to do to be as pain-free as I could be, and to continue.
I understand that, but like I said, I don't think it was. I don't think this is a consequence of being a vampire. I think this is a consequence.
I wasn't this person that was like, live in the moment and don't plan for the next day. I was this person that wanted a plan. I wanted stability, and my life had other plans because I was in pain all the time. So
I mean, I took some weird meds too. And I didn't lose memories.
Like I said, it's possible that whatever interactions. Look, everyone's different. Everyone reacts differently to drugs. Everyone reacts differently to to being turned.
Maybe it's a combination.
It's possible, but like I said, this is not something that normally happens.
Well, I had medically prescribed things, lots of medically prescribed things, and I had I had a lot. I was taking a lot of meds, and then people offered me stuff, and it worked temporarily. And then when I met Sophia, she changed me, and now I don't need any of that stuff. But I still want to go have fun and not be in pain and have a Burning Man where I don't have pain. That's why I'm excited about this rave. I can just finally experience what I want, and the music would help me tune out of my body and forget about that pain. And now I can do that without having to focus on forgetting. I can actually embrace what's happening.
I'm glad.
It's gonna be an experience. I think I'm gonna interpret music differently and movement differently. I already feel different when I move, and I'm excited. I can't wait for Kismet's rave.
Yeah, I mean that part's pretty amazing. Being able to do whatever I want.
I went running, not just regular speed, but full speed running in the woods. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was how I met the witches. Was running around was running around at night out by the water. They were hanging out on the beach. I can run on beach. Pretty amazing. I don't know. It's just impossible to regret it all.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's why we have less apprehensions in some ways than a lot of other people, whether they wanted to be changed or not. I can't be anything but thankful for not being in pain 24/7.
Yeah.
And when I sleep. I don't have nightmares. I don't wake up. I sleep. It's this peace that I've never had before.
Yeah, and if I roll over in the night, I don't wake up because something creaks. It's amazing.
Yeah. It is.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that.
It is. The only thing that would make it better is if my friend Margot were here to share it with.
Margot is fine. She will come back whenever she feels like coming back. At the moment, she just doesn't want to deal with everything that is going on right now. So she's off doing her own thing.
How is she off doing her own thing?
She's trapped inside your head.
I never said she was trapped.
No, but you keep saying she's fine.
Yeah, she's just borrowing somebody else's body right now.
Oh, is she?
I have plenty of employees who are happy to lend their bodies because they wanted something other than a human mortality rate. So,
Aha. That's exciting.
I'd still really like to talk to her and make sure she's okay.
Me too. I still
she'll
feel
probably
bad.
show up at the end of this eventually, whenever I decide that I want to leave or need to leave.
Ah, now the truth comes out.
Whenever you decide. I see how it is.
Are you actually letting her out at all? Like,
Oh yeah, if you
So
check
she
her
says.
Instagram right now, there's plenty of pictures of her going to parties, going to festivals. Where did she put that?
Well, she was supposed to do that with me. Come on.
okay, but you look like, so pictures of her doing something could be anybody.
But it is her. I can promise you that.
Why
I
should we
mean,
believe?
until Goldie stops sending her little vampire minions to try and kill me.
Oh, because you didn't start.
Oh, I definitely started the fight, but,
Well,
you know,
then
Margot
don't
won't
expect
come
me
out.
to not defend myself.
Has that score been settled, or are you two still?
I have to protect myself and my people.
But you two are still
Also,
fighting.
apparently we're all trading bodies every which way. Also, apparently the demons are all trading bodies every which way. Who knows what's happening?
I suppose if you're into that sort of thing.
Ugh.
I'm not really sure I'd want somebody occupying my body other than me.
I mean,
I know,
Sid,
I
you
would.
did just volunteer to let the Jersey Devil take over your body for 5 days, so you really have no more room to talk.
Just the once, not as like an ongoing deal.
Also, why did the Jersey Devil occupy Elizabeth? I don't believe she gave her permission for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that was
I
that
did
spell
not.
that Adriana did. It needs a body, and so it just chooses one from whoever is witnessing the spell, and I wasn't there to take it, so there we
Oh, I
go.
Funny, that wasn't something we were aware of. But you seem to know it.
I mean, I
Guess
am
you
the
must
one
have
who
left
wrote
that
the
part
spell, so...
Yes, he must
Oh
have
no,
left that.
I left nothing out. The person who wrote the book decided to leave it out.
I'm sure.
Gavin, you going to include any of these spells in your book?
Oh, totally. I mean, where it's relevant.
I mean, how much? I'm curious about Gavin's book. Like, how much are you going to expose in a book that could get into mortal hands?
I mean, my impression is that the going wisdom among vampires is that humans never believe it, so I can write whatever I want. Which is fine. You're also assuming I find a publisher, which is not that likely.
So you're gonna write details about how to kill us in there?
You could self-publish.
I could self-publish, but that's just
I
too
know.
much waste of time.
Yeah, I know.
Spells of how to kill us. I don't know. Depends. Depends on what those ways end up being, you know?
Well, look, I'm hungry. I want to go hunt. But more than that, I want to talk to Margot.
I think we'd all like to talk to Margot.
Yeah, show us Margot. Liberty, stop being a bully. I want to talk to Margot.
I mean, I'll let her out eventually. I mean, right now it sounds like more of Goldie's vampire goons that are trying to knock my fucking door down again.
You can't be friends?
Oh, they must be ahead of schedule.
Oh,
Well-
something happened.
Hmm?
Something happened. Goldie, are you trying to kill... I'm just worried more about the body. I don't really care about Liberty. I'm just more worried about
I wouldn't
Margot?
worry about the body.
Margot's gonna be okay.
Well, of course, Margot is technically already dead. I'm trying to get rid of what's inside.
How do you do that? Like, Margot's gonna be okay?
Well, provided she's not gone permanently and can return from wherever it is she is, then yes, she should be fine.
All right.
I mean, exorcism is an exorcism.
I guess. I mean, Margot did agree to this, but I'd really like to hear her say it.
So she says, but...
Yeah, I'd like to talk to her herself.
And even, honestly, even if she did agree to it, I'm trying to keep you safe, and she's causing this. I've never had a problem with any other group until she came in. And suddenly there are scorpions showing up on people's doorsteps. I'm telling you, that's not normal. That's not something that's supposed to happen. Not to mention, I'm getting tired of her sending her minions to my house. I've got a wall knocked out that I have to get repaired.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was her, but whatever it was that set the fires took out our porch.
I'm certain that she's telling the truth when she said it wasn't her. However, it is easy enough for another demon to send... they're all connected, and they all know each other, and they all do each other favors, and it doesn't have to be her. She's not doing her own dirty work.
So how is this supposed to go?
What this is supposed to do is you're supposed to wake up in a room, talk to each other, and then have a signorum come in, answer your questions, and then let you all out.
But instead
That's
we
how
get
it's
attacked
supposed to
like werewolves. We get
No, that's not supposed to happen either. Now, I don't know if that has anything to do with the demons or something else, but like I said, I find it all rather coincidental, a little too coincidental.
What about Adriana getting trapped for 3 whole weeks?
I don't understand that, because I sent people, so I'm not sure why they never made it. Again, I find that rather convenient.
I just want Margot back. I want my friends. Like, we were supposed to go through this together once she forgave me. And I want to make sure.
You need to put a hashtag, I believe.
I love it. Free Margot.
And I'll put that on the bottom of your screens. And
yeah, we could type in our chat. Hashtag Free Margot. I love it. Yes. There we go.
But for what it's worth, I would like to apologize. I know that I have promised, and I make it my business to try and keep my children safe. And clearly, this is beyond my capability at the moment. So I do apologize. This was unforeseen and not something that I had prepared for. But I am, however, trying to catch up so that you will be safe.
Thanks, Goldie.
So for what it's worth, I do apologize.
I believe you.
And Gavin, I would like to apologize to you as well. You and Ewanson are both right. I was kind of caught up in the moment and in the romance of it, and I really thought that this would be better for both of you, so I do apologize.
I mean, Zin, I think it's getting pretty obvious to me just what kind of a person Goldie is. And, you know, I'm not necessarily sure that Goldie is a great person or a thoughtful person, but this whole thing with the demons and the spiders attacking us, it just seems unnecessarily complicated. If all Goldie wanted to do was get our loyalty, I mean, even I have to admit that I have no idea what's going on, and only Goldie can really help us. So Goldie got what she wants already. This doesn't seem like it really benefits her.
All I want is for you to be safe. I'm not asking for your loyalty.
Exactly. The demons, on the other hand, have everything to gain from this. They're messing with us because they want us to make stupid bargains with them. They want us negotiating with them from a position of weakness.
I mean, look, maybe I'm not any better than they are or better than she is. I'm not totally sorry, you know? I'm not totally sorry that you're like me and that I don't have to, you know, not grow old while you do and live into eternity without you. I'm not totally sorry about that, and it makes me feel like a garbage person.
No. Don't get me wrong. I don't regret what I did, but I regret the manner in which I did it.
Look, I'm not asking anyone to think a certain way. As in, yeah, I'm not super pleased with the fact that this happened, but I'm going to make the best of it, you know?
And you can't blame her. It's not her fault. She didn't do that.
I know. I get it.
All right.
But right now, I think the biggest concern is that there's a bunch of demons trying to run a con on us.
That's my concern as well.
I just want Margot back.
Goldie, you are a fucking bitch.
What happened?
Hello?
What happened to Margot's body?
You
Oh,
okay?
this is Margot. You did succeed in getting her the fuck back.
Well, good.
Oh, good.
It was
How
nice
you
to be
doing?
so rudely pulled from my body and getting some lovely bruising and blood on my face. This is gonna take forever to wash
Are you
off.
okay?
What happened?
No,
Exorcism.
Goldie's little fucking minions decided, oh no, it wasn't an exorcism. Me and Liberty came to the joint decision that it would be safer for her to go off and investigate the Pine Barrens because you seem so intent on pretending you have power.
Interesting.
So, Margot, you really made this deal of your own free will.
Yeah. I still have that paper, that sigil that I used to summon her relative thing.
So you're really cool with this other person using your body for whatever she wants.
Yeah. I mean, I'm no longer a vampire. I don't have to drink blood. I can go out in the day. And I get to live forever, which is still fun. I get to do whatever I so please.
And how much of the time do you get to, like, be yourself?
It's about 75 to 25. She gets it about 25% of the time, really only to deal with you all. Though I must say, Goldie, these guys were certainly tougher than the last ones. Didn't even get a scratch on me last time.
Funny, you weren't supposed to get a scratch on you this time. That's very convenient.
Oh no. I let her.
How do we know this is Margot? Because you sound an awful lot like Liberty.
Call it influence. With her
Well, we don't
bumping
know.
around in my head.
But how can we know for sure that this is, in fact, Margot?
I mean, I could splash some holy water on myself. I got some laying around here somewhere.
Oh, for heaven's
Hey,
sake.
Margot, as long as we've got you got any advice on the whole being possessed thing? I kind of made a deal with the Jersey Devil.
Oh, I did hear about that. I mean, you should be careful. Probably shouldn't have made that deal, but again, don't listen to the demon who happens to be that thing's boss.
I mean, you may.
True.
Nepotism.
It is nepotism. I happen to be related to that lovely girl. It's gonna feel weird. You're gonna feel like you're sort of there, but sort of not, and you don't have the out like I did, where you get to go hang out in somebody else's body for a while.
But he'll keep his deal, right?
He'll keep his deal. She'll make sure he keeps to his deal.
So look, 5 days.
I did not, I don't remember what happened when it happened to me. I just felt really good afterwards, like I was high.
That part sounds pretty appealing. I mean, I haven't really been high much unless you count on painkillers.
So what happens to a devil if it doesn't keep up its side of a bargain?
It has to talk to the big man. If there's one thing the devil is very fussy about, it is keeping up your end of the bargain. Because if we just went around backstabbing everyone who ever shook their hands with us, who would ever want to make a deal with the devil?
So no matter what, you've got to keep up your side of the bargain, right?
Yeah,
But there's a lot of interpretation in that.
that's the risk. But that's also the risk with becoming any kind of supernatural. It's never the end-all be-all that you want it to be. It's never the perfect cure for whatever ails you.
I mean, literally becoming a vampire was the cure for what ailed me, I'm just saying.
But look at all the consequences you have now. You have to deal with the fact that you've made a deal with the Jersey Devil, which you wouldn't have ever had to do to protect your boyfriend, because everything is headed towards a human dumpster fire.
To be fair, like,
That's beyond everyone's ken. That's
yeah, that's a bit much.
also, they've been predicting the apocalypse for centuries.
Well, those are, false prophets, people who claim they can hear whatever they think is God because they've taken drugs or just not right. I have a bit of an in now,
I don't trust anything you say, to be perfectly honest with you.
Oh, you don't have to trust anything I say or believe anything I say. I know it's true, and you'll figure out eventually that it's true. I mean, if you live long enough. Liberty was pretty pissed when she left.
Good.
I'll probably end up following her out to the Pine Bear and see what's going on down there.
Well, I wish you the best of luck there.
Oh no, I'm gonna sit here for the rest of this little group meeting.
I mean,
That's fine.
Figure somebody's gotta be the voice of reason.
like, Margot, aren't you gonna come to Kismet's rave with me?
Oh, I will definitely be attending that rave. Personal invitation, got some words to speak with some famous people.
I'm excited. I can't wait for the
I am
rave.
too.
I'm all about the rave. I can't wait for it. I'm ready to go. I was mostly just kind of waiting for you to come back,
Oh, I was here the whole time. I actually enjoyed listening to everyone's problems on this group chat.
Well, we worried about you.
Which was nice. Thank you for being so concerned. But, I made that deal of my own free will, and I got everything I wanted out of it.
Okay, I guess if you're happy, then there's nothing really for me to worry about.
All right.
Oh,
So
and that offer still stands, Gavin. If you ever want to make a deal.
Not gonna happen. Thanks, though.
So Adriana is free and on the way to see her sister. I'm gonna go to
Be
that.
sacrificed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Adriana's already talked to her sister.
Oh, how's that gone?
Her sister's not so pleased about the deal she made with me.
Not surprised.
Oh, it's so lovely to see you again, hon.
Good to see you as well.
Oh, lovely.
Her sister thinks she betrayed her. She thinks that we might not return her in one piece, poor thing.
I mean, hopefully, depending on how that ritual goes. I might stop in on that if you don't mind. I'd like to see what happens there.
Yeah, of course, no problem. This body is weird.
All human bodies are weird.
It doesn't hurt, but it feels like it
It's
should.
weird that it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's happening. This is happening.
Oh, yes. Did you think it wouldn't?
I just don't want to be possessed again. I just want to go to the rave.
You won't be.
You're fine. She has a body now.
I'm good. I don't need you. Don't worry.
Okay. I don't want to make a deal, thank you.
Alright. Give me a call if you change your mind.
Okay. I just want to go to my rave.
Because remember how you felt right afterwards? I can give you the best high of your life.
But wait, you're saying I could feel like that all the time?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, there's a message in our chat. The Master of Ceremonies is much pleased with Margot, Liberty, and the Jersey Devil.
Oh, it's so nice to hear the boss again. I haven't heard from him in a while. He's kind of let me do my own thing.
Yeah, it's fine. The Devil's just casually hanging around our chat. That's okay.
I mean, I should probably get going soon. Figure out what I can do with Adriana's sister. I have to make sure that my friends do return her in one piece.
Yeah, apparently there's some sort of ritual that's supposed to happen.
Yeah,
ritual. Don't worry about it. Doesn't concern any of you.
I just want to go to my
Except
rave. Well, wait. Before you leave, what would it take for me to want to, like, be high all the time?
Elizabeth.
I mean,
I'm curious.
you know, once I'm summoned, I can just move from body to body for a while. So you could let me use yours after I'm done with this one.
Elizabeth?
For how long?
No.
For how long?
How long do you want to feel high for?
A week.
All right, a week for a week.
A week for a week.
Elizabeth?
Do you agree?
Deal.
This is a bad idea.
It's a deal.
I agree.
It's a deal.
Oh, that I remember why I took your soul. You are so good at this.
Oh, so Margot's not there anymore.
Oh no, it's a weird little fade over bleed thing that goes on.
Really?
It's gonna take me a while to get fully Margot.
I was going to ask, is this devil chat or is this vampire chat?
I mean, it was originally vampire chat, but I think we've kind of taken it over now.
Does anybody else want to make any deals before I go? Oh, hello, Gold. She doesn't really mind you that much, you know. She just wishes she did. She kind of wants you to be, you know, better than her lousy mother. That's all.
I see.
But, you know, she keeps trying to hate you because she wanted Gavin turned.
Whoa.
Wanted him turned. But she would never have done it, so you did what she always wanted. She thought he never understood. She thought he probably wouldn't stay with her anyway when the pain got too bad.
Does she want you to blather all this nonsense?
Oh, that was.
Or are you just making it up as you go along?
Oh, that wasn't in the deal.
Convenient.
Well,
Ash is in. Nobody cares.
but she wants to stay with Gavin. That's the important thing, right?
Yeah, she loves him. It's pretty disgusting, actually.
People have conflicting emotions about everything, and just because you think a thing doesn't mean you do a thing.
I've noticed that when I spend time with humans. Their emotions are not ever simple.
Well, of course not.
It's pretty exasperating.
You're telling me.
In any case, anybody need anything before I go?
I'm fine.
I'm excited about our deal.
Oh, good. Me too.
Hey, what's...
Oh no, what's going on?
What's happening over there?
The door's locked.
I
Gavin,
knew the door's locked. I locked it.
okay.
I reinforced it. I piled up some furniture in front of it.
Okay. Why?
Look, asshole, you get Zin's body for 5 days. Your deal didn't say anything about where the body goes. Or doesn't go.
Let me out of here.
Not gonna happen.
That was smart, Gavin. Good job.
I'll just make sure that Zin's well fed. Your deal does include that Zin doesn't get hurt, so I know you can't do anything to harm her. If you're really nice, I won't take away the internet connection so you can keep on bothering people. That way you won't be bored at least. And when 5 days are up and you leave, the deal is the deal, so you still have to teach Zin everything she wants to learn about magic. Because you had her body for 5 days.
And what if I leave now and come back later?
You can try.
Yeah, she didn't really say 5 consecutive days, did she? Or did she? I don't know. I don't really remember.
Go ahead. Try and leave.
What did you do to me, you jerk?
Zin has witch friends, remember? I just got on the phone and a couple of them came over and I let them in so they didn't have to use the doorbell, and they went up and they painted some sigils on the wall, so you can't leave that room. Not in body and not in spirit.
Gavin, I am very impressed.
Thank you.
You fucker.
Sorry. You know, look, the deal's the deal, right? Isn't this what you guys do? Make deceptive bargains? It's good for the gander, it's good for the goose.
You are a clever boy. I'll give you that.
Thanks.
Very clever. But no, the next time the scorpions come, you won't have me.
Yeah, I won't need you. Zin's spell is still here.
Also, you did promise to keep Gavin safe. That's part of the term of the deal.
Mm-hmm. So you actually can't send demon scorpions after me. What actually happens when you violate the terms of the deal? Is it really just that your boss is mad at you, or is it worse?
I can't. That's how it works.
Even better.
Wow. That was pretty smooth, Gavin. Like, here I thought you were just doing some research on a book or whatever, and that's why you got up. Nope.
Oh, I'm also doing research for a book. I mean, I am a dusty academic. But, you know,
Wow.
call it another win for liberal arts education, right? Critical thinking skills.
That was some critical thinking.
I am very impressed.
Thank you.
Nothing I can offer you, Gavin?
Nope.
Worth a shot. Let me know if you change your mind.
Sure.
I mean, you do have a family, don't you? Out there somewhere? Parents, all that?
I do.
A brother?
Mm-hmm.
Would be nice if... You'd prefer nothing happened to them, right?
Oh my goodness.
You can try. But just think, if I was clever enough to trap you like this, what else might be clever enough to pull off? And I have a very, very long time to become even clever. Well,
I really hate you.
that's okay. I'm not fond of you either.
Fine. If you leave me the internet connection, maybe I can get some help elsewhere.
Good luck.
Then you might want to check your messages.
All right.
Oh my.
So, I'm going to a rave. Margot's back. Goldie's not dead. Ish, more than she is. And Gavin has trapped the Jersey Devil in, I guess, in whatever house you guys are in. Yay! Oh, and Adriana's gonna find her sister and then, I guess, give in to the
She's already
fear.
found her.
Yeah, has already found her. So, I mean, am I okay to sign off, or like, are you guys gonna try to make more deals, or?
I'm not certainly making any deals.
I don't think anybody wants more deals for right now.
I'm hoping they're done with deals.
I understand there are a lot of chaps like this. Maybe somebody in one of them wants to talk to me.
Yeah, there are a couple more of them.
There might be ways of letting me out of here without hurting Gavin.
Well, you're free to give it a shot. I guess that's the game we're playing now, huh?
I guess so. It's been interesting.
Gavin, I might have a couple of contacts that you can get a hold of for some research purposes.
Thank you.
I'll get in touch with them and see if we can help you with your research.
Thanks.
I'd like to encourage such forward thinking.
Thank you. Well, we'll see what happens.
I wish you the best of luck, and please, if there is something I can do, please let me know.
I will. I'll definitely keep posted. But looks like we have the situation under control here for the first time in a while.
I hope so. I genuinely hope so.
Is everything resolved? Do we want to disengage from this chat before more chaos happens?
I would very much like less chaos.
I like chaos very much. Please, cause chaos to entertain me while I'm trapped in this room.
No,
You could always agree that we've kept up our side of the bargain.
No way. I have 5 days to find my way out of here, asshole.
Wow, the Jersey Devil really doesn't like you, Gavin.
That's okay.
But yes, please entertain me, adorable small vampires. I'm bored, and there isn't very much in here.
Well,
I believe there are cat videos for that sort of thing.
yeah, and mostly we just talk about eating and stuff, like how hard it is to consume blood of real people. It's kind of
Elizabeth, you and I are going to have a chat when you come back from LA. I am very disappointed.
Well, we'll see if I come back anytime soon. My body does belong to the Jersey Devil for a while.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. 4 days, 23 hours, and 40 minutes until I get out of here.
Yeah. It'll be great. And then I'll feel great. I mean, I'll feel completely high for a long time.
Yeah, you will. It's the best high.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Zin likes that part.
What, feeling high and not
Yeah.
in pain? Yeah, she and I used to be in a lot of pain with our illnesses, and vampirism was a cure.
And she was so into not doing, drugs she wasn't prescribed. So she likes this very much.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's easier, but it's not the same as that euphoria that I got after you left my body.
Yeah, nothing's like that. In any case, I think my business here is done. But please feel free to entertain me as long as you want, all of you.
Oh, alright. Well, Margot, we're gonna go to the rave together, right?
Of course, and I probably should be getting off. I have a date in like 30 minutes, and these bruises are going to take a while to get covered up.
Alright. Well, I'll see you then. And Goldie, I'll see you at the Institute. And Gavin, I hope you don't die.
Please try and stay out of trouble, Elizabeth.
I'll try. It's gonna be fine.
I know.
Nobody here stays out of trouble. I mean,
clearly.
Alright, everyone. Then I guess I'll sign off. And it was good seeing everyone. Bye.
Take care.
Take care.
See you soon.